Over to the latest coming in from Sri Lanka. Results in Sri Lanka's pivotal presidential elections are down to the wire. Counting is currently underway for the preferential votes and no candidate crossed the 50% mark. Now, the results can come in within a few minutes, within a few seconds, or they can take some more time because this is the first time preferential votes are taking place in Sri Lanka. So this is unprecedented. The first round of votes from all 160 polling divisions counted. Anura Kumara Dissanayake, AKD, emerges on top with a vote share of 42.31%. Sajith Premadasa is trailing at 32.76%. To remind our viewers, of course, these are numbers and this is the tally from the first round of vote counting, and these are not this is not the tally from the preferential votes which are currently taking place. In Sri Lanka's election system, voters can either mark one candidate on their ballot or rank three candidates in order of preference. If no candidate gets 50% or more of the vote, a second round of counting factors in the preferences of voters whose first choice did not make it to the top two. As of now, counting is underway amid tight security. The Election Commission has been praised for holding what many observers described as the most peaceful presidential election. The election is widely seen as a referendum on Rajpaksha's successor, Ranil Wickremesinghe, who has restored some stability through austerity policies backed by the International Monetary Fund. But on the other hand, the measures introduced, including tax hikes, have left millions in Sri Lanka struggling to make ends meet. And these measures have been unpopular with many voters. Now, after Sri Lanka's Election Commission announces the official result, the president-elect will be expected to take oath within 24 hours at the Presidential Secretariat. All right, for more on this, our correspondent Dasuni Athoda joins us live on the broadcast. He's joining us from Colombo. Dasuni, the trends seem to be favouring Dissanayake so far, as you had mentioned to us earlier as well. But as you had pointed out, this is the first time such a preferential vote is taking place in Sri Lanka. What are the chances that we see Premadasa regain some momentum?
Well, the preference votes are just being announced here in Sri Lanka, the moment that Sri Lankans across the island have been waiting for. And as of right now, 136,236 preference votes have been casted in favour of Sajith Premadasa, while 82,056 preference votes have been casted in favour of Anura Kumara Dissanayake. Also, into a news alert that we received mere moments ago, incumbent President Ranil Wickremesinghe has conceded and extended his well wishes to Anura Kumara Dissanayake, accepting defeat and also accepting that Anura Kumara Dissanayake will be the next president of Sri Lanka. He will become the 9th executive president to represent the people of Sri Lanka.
Dasuni, I think AKD all the way. I think we've been hearing echoes of that since a few hours now. But what's the mood like in the two opposing camps at this point? Of course, one would be overjoyous and the other would be... What you give us a sense of what's happening on ground.
Well, I'm currently outside the Elections Commission, and the situation here is largely peaceful, with hordes of journalists and photographers outside waiting to catch a glimpse to see whether the president-elect will be gracing this premise. Now, early on, as of 6 a.m. this morning, representatives of the NPP, the party that is represented by Anura Kumara Dissanayake, were quite confident that he will become president, and that has come true. As for the party representatives of the Samagi Janabalawege, again, early on in the morning, they themselves, especially prominent figures of the Samagi Janabalawege, did extend their well wishes to Anura Kumara Dissanayake, especially at the initial hours of the first few results being released. So this was more or less a long time coming, and everybody did know that this was Anura Kumara Disanayake's election to win.
Dasuni, with Dissanayake in the lead, of course, being the leader of Sri Lanka, where do you feel, this takes Sri Lanka in the next time to come in his term?
This is definitely Sri Lanka turning a fresh page in politics and entering a new era of politics. Keep in mind, the party that is represented by Anura Kumara Dissanayake was a party that has contested elections since 1994 and has never become a top or a front runner in either of those elections. And this is the first time that they have come to become the top two front runners, and of that also win in an election. And I don't know whether you can hear me. I think the official announcement is about to be made or is being made. We did hear several firecrackers as well as fireworks. Yes, they are setting off, which means it is confirmed. I think the national broadcasters are now announcing that Anurukumara Dissanayake is the 9th executive president of Sri Lanka.
Finally, what we've been tracking since the morning, there is a result. Sri Lanka has a new president. Dasuni, thank you so much for getting us the latest. That was Dasuni Athoda getting us the latest from Colombo as AKD finally makes it to the top spot.